What's up, guys? Hope you're chilling, vibing, and gaming. Welcome to the random mid-season balance update patch. It's weird, but it's also incredible. There's no bug fixes. There's, I guess, a new role if you count that for anything. We got Hawks here again. If you want to roll for that guy, and I got a new Bakugo All My costume, and I think this was already in the game. But yeah, let's head over to training mode so we can show off all the patches because oh boy, it's meaty. Alrighty, here we go in training. Let's begin. First and foremost, as you see in the thumbnail, the title, they are nerfing all perk sets in the game. They're nerfing every single perk set. That's not true. Not every single perk set. But they are nerfing a lot of perk sets in the game, which is wild to me. So let's begin. Red Deku actually is getting nerfed in the first time of its life. This character was released kind of mid. He was buffed to become a monster, and now he's getting a little nerfed. I'd like to say again, thanks to Hydros for data mining the values and the befores and afters because they won't give that to us. Whereas as you can see in the values, the damage is very much reduced. Insanely so. I'm so happy they're finally nerfing this goddamn character. It's been so long. So basically, you can see it there. It says he went from 13 to 11, but you know, he shoots 5 bullets. If you hit all 5, it still does 55. And this is without the red buff. Like, if I had a red buff for my character, I would be doing a little bit more. But this is the base damage of the move now. Level 9, the alpha does 95. It's still a lot of damage, don't get me wrong. It's still red Deku damage. This thing is insane. But it's going to be so much more bearable. It's a step in the right direction. Let's put it that way, shall we? Step in the right direction. Outside of that, he now has 300 maximum HP. He doesn't need 350. 300 is perfect. It's the perfect amount. He has to play way more safe. He can't just mash and win, even though he can still do that. But that's better. If you can't tell, I'm really excited with this patch. Next up on the patch note list, Red Todoroko. Red Todoroko didn't get anything special change outside. He now has 50 more HP, which is going to make him a little tankier, a little harder to kill. That's it. That's all that he got. Huge nerfs to, you know who? Purple Tech Todoroko. Bro got nerfed. His alphas all released, all levels, all lower damage. As you can see, before it was 70 level 1, now it's nice. And then at max level, instead of being 100 per shot, it's 80. Also, I got it. Hold on. Pardon my lack of UI. I was recording some stuff without the UI. So he also has less ammo at level 9. Before, I'm pretty sure he had like 9 or 10. Let me check real quick. Yeah, before he had 9 at level 1 or level 9. He had 9 up to level 9. Now he only has 8. He's gonna make it so he can't do this constantly and still have ammo to attack. He still can. It's level 9. He has 8 of them. It's fine. But you know, it's better. It's better that it's weaker. Thank the load. That is lesson. Alright, next up in the patch notes, Kiririzzma, the GOAT, the man, the legend. We got some increased ammo count. So now, if he goes to level 4, he got the 3rd alpha. Isn't that neat? It also increases the reload speed when at level 9, and the reload speed is reduced at level 9. I'm not entirely sure if it's buffed or nerfed. It's probably buffed. Let's be real. This guy does not need nerfs. But yeah, at level 9 it reloads faster. That's a new thing. It wasn't there before. Pretty damn good for Kiririzzma. Now he can punch people more often and he can run away easier. Alright, this one is gonna be wild. Kendo got unnerfed. The nerfs on her have been reverted completely. She is back to her full strength. She does the damage she did before she was nerfed. 130 clap to level 1. You know how it is. This is the strength of Kendo. She is back. She is going to dominate. Honestly, not as much. But if she has the right build, she can literally one-shot people. Aizawer. So Aizawer has increased ammo count at all levels, so his alphas have more ammo. Really? So at all levels, his alphas have an increased amount. So he has 6 at level 9 now, which is crazy to me. And now apparently his special action reloads much faster. So that's interesting. That will help people use the special action a little bit more aggressively. Wait, can you not tap it anymore?
So close.
Okay, so you have to use 50%. I think you could. I think you couldn't do that before. I think you had to. You could let go of like 10% or like 5%. I think you were forced to use 50%. Yeah, that's interesting. I don't know if that's true. I don't know if I'm imagining this, but I'm pretty sure you could tap that way like before and not have to use 15%. But you can still spam the hell out of this regardless. To be completely honest. Endeevor, what are we getting here for you, Endeevor? Endeevor Fly increased reload speed. So now he reloads the fly much faster, apparently. That do be it. He does need more of a boost, a buff to his special action, to be honest. I do like that it starts reloading immediately now after you jump. But you know, it's still Endeevor special action, it's still a little weak. Like, I like that it's reloading much faster now. I do enjoy that quite a lot. So that is a good buff for Endeevor special action. I think he needs a little bit more. I think he needs a cost reduction. Like, the jump should cost like 25, and the dash shouldn't even cost anything. The dash should not have an initial cost. I don't know why it does, but I do like that. It's a step in the right direction for Endeevor. We don't want to make him a rapid or anything, but we at least want to make his special action a little bit more usable. All right, next up we got Mirio. Mirio is getting a slight buff to his Gamma. So basically, increase the time the barrier can be deployed. What does that mean? Is it a buff? Is it a nerf? Does it increase the amount that he can hold the barrier for? Is that what it is? Can he use it longer? Let me read it over here. Let me use my eyeball. Okay, so it increases the ammo, so you can hold the skill for longer if you wish. That's it. It's not exactly the biggest buff, but he gets more time to use it. He can use it for longer. Hawks. Oh boy, we got some Hawks nerfs here, ladies and gentlemen. Hawks is getting some nerfs. So essentially, his alphas on every level, they do less damage. Again, putting the skill comparison takes you Hydros. But at every level, his alphas do less damage now, and both homing and not homing, they do the same damage. That is fantastic. His beta has reduced free flight time. So now, you fly for less. But to be honest, he still flies for quite a while. That is enough time for him to get away. At level 9, let's see how long it takes. So I hit my beta. I do believe it is depleting faster than usual. And of course, if you press your beta, it will reduce it. It does. So that's pretty good cut to his mobility, to be honest. He can still get across the map really fast, but it is still a great cut to his mobility. Alright, his Gamma, reduced damage at all levels. So his Gamma now has reduced damage. You still do this though. That bug is still in the game where you can just spam your Gammas. Very cool video game. But yeah, that's good it is reduced. It's fine. It wasn't the most aggressive move in this kit, to be honest, but it's okay. And the special action has reduced flight time. So his special action now is much more reduced. Can't get as far. So I got from here to here without ever boosting. Then if I were to boost, I still would only get this far. That is an insane cut to his mobility. That is wild. Like, holy, that's a nerf to Hawks. He will have to commit to fights or use his beta to get away now. Using the special action, he will be able to get far, but he won't be able to outrun beamers as easily. And anyone that's going to chase him, he's not going to have any mobility to really get away. That's crazy. Hawks got gutted this patch. Holy. Alright. Now we get a Nejire. Nejire, she got reduced damage on her beta at all levels. Her beta does less damage. 33 per hit, still pretty decent. And you know, her beta damage isn't exactly her strongest utility of the beta, but it is the ability to blow up the void. That being said, that is also being nerfed. So opponents are less likely to be blown away, which means opponents are less likely to be knocked into iframes. So it takes not 3 hits, but it takes 5 hits now. 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, takes like 5 hits instead of 3. So Nejire has lost some of her CC ability, which is fine. And it's reduced firing time. So now her beta lasts for last time. It eats up more of the charge as you hold the beta, which is pretty huge nerf for Nejire. Her beta is her best button in the game, in her kit anyway. Like, the opposite is strong, but it's kind of awkward to hit them. The beta is definitely her best ability, and having you gutter like this is understandable. And special action, increase gauge consumption when using the air dash. So whenever she's air dashing, he uses a lot of gauge. Goddamn. She can only air dash 3 times now before it goes on cooldown. Crazy. I'm pretty sure she could do like 5 or 6 before. That's crazy. So like, yeah, it takes 35. Yeah, you can only do 3 air dashes. That's bananas. That's a huge nerf to her mobility. Dashers are certainly going to be for burst movement now and not running away. Otherwise, she's just going to be grounded. All right. Next up, yeah, Red Shigaraki got a buff. He now has 350 HP. Or 363. I have some tuning on him. Yes, 350 HP now. Congrats, buddy. You're a little tankier. So, Shigaraki has a buff to his special action. As you can see, he has 2 of them now, and they have increased damage. So whenever you do this, it actually does a decent chunk of damage, which is a valid option in melee range. You know, you can be using combos and whatnot, but it actually does a decent damage now. It's insane. And you can do stuff like this for mobility too. Wait, you can literally beat Shigaraki and you're like, oh shit, I gotta get up there. Hold up. And there you go. Now you can get up here way easier as Red Shiggy, which is crazy. That awesome buff for Shigaraki. We love that. Alright, next up on the nerf list, you know him, you love him, you hate him, probably. Rad Dabi. Rad Dabi got his beta nerfed. Reduced damage when releasing a grab opponent at levels 4 and 9. So the damage at early levels is the same. The damage at level 4 and level 9 are reduced, as well as the damage of the small explosions. You know, the explosions that you do whenever you explode on people. So this is also insanely reduced, like so much. This explosion is the same damage. It's just a smaller explosion. And you know, my damage isn't going to be accurate here because I have tuning on my Dabi. But you can see the numbers on screen. He got pretty good, and he's still going to be annoying, especially because his tracking isn't nerfed. He's still going to be able to like just grab people and bully them and get some, you know, crazy Dabi shit. But yeah, he is going to be annoying, but he's not going to be as oppressive. All right, next. Toga. Toga got buffed. Purple Toga got buffed. So basically, she got nerfed. Her Gamma got nerfed, but he got buffed at the same time. It's like a side grade. Essentially, he hits for less, but you have 2 of them. You have 2 Gammas. Then, you know, if you ever reset, you get your 2 Gammas back as you do, which is really good. Really good. Toga's Gamma Purple Toga's Gamma isn't really used for the damage usually. Of course, it can be, but it's good that she has 2 of them now. Blue Toga got a weird change. It's a nerf to her alphas, but it could also be considered a buff. So basically, her alphas took a little longer to knock people down the ground, but now it only takes 4. 2, 3, 4. They got knocked into white frames. Before it was like, I think you had to use all 8 of your alphas to really knock people down, but now it only takes 4. Which is gonna nerf her burst damage, but help her on chase. And she also got a nerf to her Gamma, reduced damage when slashing opponents. So whenever you go slash people, you do less damage, which is a good nerf to her. Her Gamma is insane, always has been. Always did too much damage, and now it does less, which is good. 81 at level 9, that is so nice. To not lose like 200 of your shields if you press 1 button. You can still, of course, do her beta with Gamma combo pretty easily. You know, that'll still get rid of all your shields, but you know, at least she has to use her kit to do damage. Mr. Compress. So missile compressed beta reduce ammo consumption when bouncing bullets. So whenever you do this, whenever someone shoots you, it will consume less. So let's see here, Mr. Red Deku level 9 alphas. Shoot at me, sir. It takes only 10. And they recharge pretty fast if they're not shooting at you. That is great. That is pretty decent. I hope the shield does work though. And it has increased reload speed. And the Gamma Magician's Choice increased reload speed level 1 and increased reload speed when using level 9 or once. So if you have your Gamma at level 9, you know, you Gamma away. If you don't use the second one, it reloads faster than it would otherwise. And it also has reload speed at level 8 and below to make it so you can run from people more reliably even though you have only one charge. Oh, it starts reloading mid-air too? Oh, that's crazy. That is wild. So you're running, you do this, it's already like halfway reloaded the moment you touch the floor. Well, not halfway, but like 30% reloaded the moment you touch the floor. You do a little bit more running, you use your shield now to get away, and then you go one time out. Your shield. He's going to be a lot more slippery, which is, not gonna lie, gonna be annoying. But I'm down. I'm down for characters that are lower picked rate characters to be better. I am so happy, and that is it. I believe that is all the changes. I'm gonna check really quickly to see if there's anything else that I missed. Yeah, no, that is it. That is all the changes. But yes, that is it for the patch note video. Thank you so much for watching. This game is going to be different. Kendo is back. Red Deku nerfed. Todoroko nerfed. Red Abby nerfed. Toga, Purple Toga nerfed. And so many buffs to characters that need it. But yes, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye. I'd like to thank my YouTube members for their support. A huge thank you to Reflect the Prince and Male6YT. I'm still a growing channel, and any support is very much appreciated. Goodbye, everyone.